Hi guys and welcome back. For today's, or should I say what everybody else is saying? Hey all you cool cats and kittens. That show's getting intense, guys. That show is off its rocker, but it's addicting. I think I am on the 6th episode of Tiger King. 6th or 7th episode. It's getting crazy. So I think in today's video, I'm just going to do another colorful spring look because that is what kind of puts me in a zone, makes me happy, and I do have another inspo pick that I'm going to go off of. So let's just jump right in. My battery is on the last one again. I swear it dies so quick. I don't know why, but I'm going to be looking at that. I need a primer. Not that I really need this makeup to last all day because it comes off right after, but you know, some of us want to look good, I guess, to look good out on the couch for our significant other for a longer period than just an hour, you know? I'm just going to take the Soap & Glory One Heck of a Blot Primer. For foundation, I might mix these two. This is the NARS Natural Radiant Long Wear Foundation. And then I also have the Lancome Tint Idol Ultra Wear, because this can get pretty dark on me. And I am self-tan. It's definitely lightening up right now, but I might have to lighten the NARS with the Lancome. So I'm just going to have to see here. I can't tell in the little viewfinder. It'll be fine. We can make it work. Dang, I forgot how full coverage this is. Jesus. If you see these little red things on the sides of my nose, it's because I've had to wear my glasses the past 5 or so days because I go through these little attacks or these little spells where my eyes just start itching like crazy to a point I actually did have to make a stop at the store and get itchy eye drops because they were that bad. It's just my allergies. And I've had to wear my glasses because it's the only way I can, I mean, obviously it's too much to wear contacts when I'm going through it because it'll just drive me crazy. I will be like a freaking lunatic because of how itchy and just uncomfortable I am. So when I wear my glasses, it really helps. So I haven't even had my contacts in like 5 days. But my contacts actually aren't bothering me because when I did put them in, I put them in on Friday just to take a break from my glasses. This is actually looking really pretty. When I put my contacts in, oh boy, I'm gonna change my battery. Jeez, I can't believe that's happened twice now with my battery situation. Usually it lasts longer than that. But whatever. I don't even remember what I was saying. I know it was about my contacts, but usually, no, I really don't remember what I was gonna say. I'm gonna use the Born This Way concealer from Too Faced. This is in the shade Swan. And my NARS foundation is in the shade Vienna. But anyway, it drives me nuts. And again, I had to go to the store to get the itchy eye drops. Luckily, there wasn't hardly anybody in there. And I wore a mask, and there were other people wearing masks, so that was really nice. I get masks in my port kits, so when I get my port flushed every month, my husband does it, he's been doing it for like 13 years. 2 masks come in every port kit, and I get port kits every month sent to me so I can do my flushes, and we've just been using the masks from them. I did give a couple to my mom so they could have them, and he is using one. So we did end up going camping last weekend, which was just such a nice break, just so we can get out of the house and enjoy ourselves. It was so windy though that we really couldn't sit outside much, but either way, it was nice to just get out and do something, like getting out of the house on top of it, you know? Even though we're going from our house to a small camper, it was still nice to get out and do something different than just sit in the house. Not only do we get masks in there, but we get a set of gloves. So usually I use my gloves when I cook because we save the gloves. And we just been reusing the gloves. So he also uses gloves when we go camping. And they're not the best gloves in the world, but they do the job, you know. And then the masks I get, they're the little blue type of masks. But it's very important for me to wear a mask right now and wear gloves if I do go out. So, because I have thought about like somehow donating them, but it's not like I have a bunch. I just have a pair here, a pair there, you know, every time I get my kit. But we also use them when we camp. So you have to use gloves when you do and clean out the camper after using the restroom all weekend, when you have to do the dump. So he has to use it at the dump station, obviously. He can't just do that bare-handed. That would be horrific. So he has to use gloves when he goes to dump the camper. And now I'm going to go ahead and set with the Maybelline Fit Me in Fair Lights. And then you already know the drill. I'm going to go in with my MAC Studio Fix in NW25 and just make everything match a little better here. We had baby bunnies in our yard for the past about week and a half. Chris discovered them because he was raking, and he accidentally like went over the nest. He didn't know it was there and raked one of the little babies out. And there were 5 baby bunnies in a nest in the yard. And we've had to go out there every day, especially when we let the dogs out, to make sure that the dogs don't do anything to the rabbits or the babies. And they all ended up leaving last night. So we went out and let the dogs out at like 6 o'clock in the evening. And when we went back out to let them out around 8, they were all gone, except one. Oh yeah, there was one. We were really nervous for that one because I'm like, all his brothers and sisters left, you know, he's by himself, and it was still dropping down pretty cold. So we put him back in the nest because he was just like he was just alone by himself, and it was supposed to get so cold. And I'm like, I don't want nothing to happen to this little guy. So we did put him back in his nest. But when I went back out there this morning, he was gone. But, you know, it's their time. They have to leave the nest at some point. But it was just nice kind of watching them and seeing the mom come back every day. And we actually ended up seeing, I'm using the Benefit Hoola bronzer, by the way. But yesterday I actually saw 3 adult bunnies in our yard, which I'm like, oh my gosh. And they were chasing each other. I think they were playing. I hope they were playing, and I hope it wasn't like the one was attacking the other, but the one like darted up under our deck, because we have like a ground deck, so it's not like a 2-tier deck or anything, or one where you go up and then you can go into our house. It doesn't have any stairs, but the rabbits could definitely fit under there. So I saw one dart under the deck, and the other 2, the one was chasing the other one. But I hope they were just playing and it wasn't like serious. Anyway, I was thinking like, does this mean we're gonna have more baby bunnies in our yard? Since there is 3 adults and I'm assuming at least one's a male. But it was nice. It was something fun to watch every day, especially during this time. It's just nice to see life carrying on as usual. And things still happening, even though this horrific thing is going on globally, you know. All right, moving on to blush. I'm going to use the DSL blush in Kitty Pink. That is a nice springy type of blush. I like that. For highlight, I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighter powder in Precious Petals. Oh my gosh, you guys, I had to give Chris a haircut yesterday. It could have been worse. Could have been worse. We don't have all the exact perfect tools to use. But I watched a YouTube video, and then we didn't have a comb either. I don't know why. I mean, I know why we don't have a comb. I don't really need a comb. He doesn't really need a comb, so we didn't have a comb, which would have helped probably a lot. But then we had to use, he had some clippers that he bought years ago. Use those, and then I do have thinning shears that I originally got to use on my dogs, but they were too big, so I actually use a smaller thinning shears on my dogs. So that definitely helped the situation. It's definitely not a perfect fade by any means, but he got a haircut. You know, he said he feels better, so that's what matters. But I think there's going to be a lot of effed up haircuts during this time. But, I mean, when you can't get it done, you can't get it done. I know when I get to a point, I'm going to probably have to do something with my damn roots in the next few, probably 4 weeks. So, I mean, we're all just going to have to go through it. And hopefully it'll get to a point where we can remember this time and be like, ooh, that was a rough time, you know? But everything will be fine, right? Right. All right, let's go ahead and spray our faces. I'm going to use the Oprah Makeup Fixer Setting Spray. That is an aggressive sprayer. All right, now that we are up close and personal, my face is still drying, but I'm going to try and go off of this picture. Again, it's not going to be exactly like the picture. It's going to be whatever it's going to be. I just dropped my concealer. But I just need some inspo right now. Alright, so I have two Juvia's Place eyeshadow palettes out here. I have the Zulu one and the Masquerade palettes. Oh, and I don't have my nails done. I ordered some nails, but obviously there is priority mail that needs to go out. So whenever I get my nails, I get them. But if I don't get them, I don't get them. Okay guys, so I was just doing a look, a really colorful look, and it turned out like dog shit. I hated it. I did not like the way that it looked. I would not have been proud to upload that. So I have literally wiped all of that off. I knew I should have started with my eyes first. Hopefully it doesn't look too bad on top. I tried to blend it in with some concealer. I did use pink over here, so my eye is a little stained already from using that pink. But yeah, I failed. So I'm going to completely change direction here because I don't want to give up. I do want to get a video out. I've already done my whole freaking face, which is probably a good thing because I think if I didn't, I would be starting from complete and total scratch, and I probably would just call it a day at this point. But I'm here. Let's just get this done. I still want to try and have fun with it. So let's hope that it turns out. I'm just going to go a completely different direction here. I might just keep the same palettes out and just work with what I got. Now I just want to get dramatic and crazy because why the hell not? I'm going to go in with the Masquerade palette and use this shade Dahlia, which is this beautiful blue. Sorry if I'm a little whatever right now because I'm like, are you serious? You know? Now I just want to get really dramatic. And I saw this beautiful blue and my nose ring is flipped. Beautiful bluish, greenish eyeshadow look on IG. So I think that's just what I'm going to do. I haven't done blue in a long time. So here we go again. I'm just going to start stamping. Stamping this shade on. Not worry about blending. Just stamping and trying to get that pigment down. I tried to cut my crease in the last look, and I swear I've done several cut crease videos through the years on YouTube, and obviously I like them because they turned out good, but I tend to screw up when I do cut creases. That's why I never do them. It's just my eye shape is what it is. I have very rolly type of eyes, which is so weird. I call my eyes like the Pillsbury Doughboy eyelids because they are so, they just like have little rolls on them, and I feel like I have a little bit of a, oh my god, what is that called? Where you have the fold on your eye and it covers up your eye. I don't know why. I cannot think of what that is for the life of me. It'll come to me when it's not necessary is typically what happens. But anyway, that's what I feel like I have. A little bit. It's not bad. It's not extreme or anything, but it's enough that it just screws with me. And that's one reason I hate doing cut creases. I have these big oval eyes. And I don't know, man, it just not the best eyes to work with, even though they're my eyes. I know this sounds really weird. That's just how I feel though, guys. And I just despise doing cut creases, just like I despise doing wing liner. I suck at it. And I suck at doing cut crease looks. That's why I never do them. Just kind of stick to what I know and what's comfortable. So that is why I don't get too extreme with it. Still trying to do extreme looks, but the cut crease crap, I'll leave it to the professionals because clearly I'm not one. Then I'm going to jump over to the Zulu palette and jump into this shade right here. I'm just going to take that shade along the edge of the blue just to soften up the edges. Anymore, it makes me wonder how much, like I will look at some makeup pictures and I'm like, did you just Photoshop all that or did you actually do it? Because people are getting so good at just Photoshopping makeup on their face and it makes them, because it's that good, you know? And it's so frustrating because it's like, are you really that talented or are you just good at Photoshop? And I'm not whatever because I couldn't do a look or recreate a look or do a look that I was inspired by. It's not that. It's just sometimes you just wonder because it is that perfect. You just wonder, you know. Then I'm going to take a dense brush and dip into the lime green in the Zulu palette and do kind of a half cut crease. I can do a half cut crease. I just can't do a whole damn full on cut crease, guys. Okay. Okay, well this isn't as bad as the one I just did, so I'm just going to leave it. Do I have a darker blue anywhere? Let me see if I have a darker blue. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take this shade right here. It's like a really, really dark purple, and I think that'll be just fine. Plop it right here. Okay, a bunch of fallout right here. I'm going to bring it out, but then I'm also going to take it right under here, close to my lash line. Only about halfway though. Then I'm going to take the green color again and put that right under here. This look is inspired by Lunafayebeauty, by the way. And then underneath, I'm going to go ahead and take that blue. I'm going to take it right underneath. If you've never seen Lunafayebeauty's makeup looks, she smokes the shit out of her lower lash line really low, which is what I'm doing and why I'm doing it so low. Usually I go pretty low, but I don't usually go this low. Just taking it a little further down than I'm used to, just to get dramatic. Because why not? This is completely different than the other look I was doing. Yeah, that is down to here. Like, her is even lower than mine. Yeah, way low. Okay, so I'm actually going to draw on some lower lashes just to get some dramatic lower lashes. I'm just kind of blending this right now. Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna draw on some lower lashes. Hold on. So I like to take my Maybelline Hyper Easy, hopefully it'll be nice to me today, and just draw on some lower lashes. And then when I put my lower lash mascara on it, it'll look fine, but I just wanted to show you what I do when I draw on my little lower lashes to make it look more full. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop some mascara on and do my brows and be back to finish this look. All right, guys, so this is the final look. All I did off camera is do what I said I was gonna do, and then I just put some lip gloss on. This is the NYX Intense Butter Gloss and Peanut Brittle, and that's all I did for my lips. I feel like I've been filming for 7 hours straight, even though I know I haven't, but I've done like 2 looks, and you guys are only going to see one, but I wanted to do something really dramatic, really not wearable out, but we're not going out right now. At least a majority of us shouldn't be going out, except maybe a Halloween party. But it is fun to do dramatic looks that it's just fun to do. Get your mind off things and look like you're a crazy person. You guys should really take a look at lunafayebeauty. Her Instagram is amazing, and a lot of her looks are like this really blown out, smoky, crazy, but it looks so good on her. Oh my gosh, I fell in love when I first saw her Instagram, and I was really happy to do this look instead of the other one and actually really love it and have something different, you know what I mean? But I'm hungry and I need to go eat something since I've been filming so long. So that is it for this video. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. And I will see you guys on my next one. Thanks for watching.